So with the 21 season upon us in 6 weeks and the fact that the transfer window opened yesterday, I've identified 7 potential targets that could play part in the heart of the defence for Ipswich Town in their promotion push back to the Championship. I've looked at right-sided and left-sided centre-back options, either frees or transfers. One player that I've seen mentioned a lot recently is Northampton Town's Charlie Goode. The 6'4", 24-year-old won Player of the Season this year and played a pivotal role in getting them promoted to Sky Bet League One. For a tall man, he's quick. It's this desire to make a challenge which impresses me the most about him. For far too long, we've shown a lack of commitment about putting our bodies on the line for the shirt, and he's someone that does that. I also appreciate his dribbling and comfortable moments with the ball at his feet. In a 3-4-1-2, which was Lambert's preferred style this season, Goode could play the right hand side of the three at the back, utilising his technique to bring the ball out of the back and start a counter-attack, much like Heneghan did in moments like that this season. He played an average of 0.7 key passes, 1.1 crosses, 0.9 dribbles, 2.0 tackles, 10 air challenges and 18 challenges per 90. Comparing these stats to someone like Luke Chambers, he could only manage 0.5 key passes, 0.8 crosses, 0.2 dribbles and 1.69 tackles, however had 1 more challenge and 2 more air challenges per 90. Next we move on to former Sheffield United defender Ben Hennigan, who's also grasping the attention of Championship outfit Preston North End. The 6'2", 26-year-old played 28 matches this season, scoring 3 goals. Hennigan, much like Goode, is an aerial presence. Ipswich Town lack height in their current defensive partnership. The average height is around 6'1", which doesn't surprise me when we haven't scored from many set pieces and throw-ins, such as throw-ins and corners, for a while. Also doesn't help us when teams launch balls into the box. Our lack of height doesn't help. Ben has a good range of long passing, which can be helpful when the option to play out the back is not there. He is more than capable of finding his man from a longer distance. Ben would suit more in the middle of the three when he can cover balls out the defence and launch long passes. He averages 0.4 key passes, 19 challenges, 11 air challenges and 1.30 tackles per 90. Another option to the right side of the defence is 30-year-old Krystian Pearce, most recently released by Mansfield Town. Ipswich, for far too many years, have been heavily relying on the leadership qualities of Luke Chambers, which ultimately have paid a burden on him, as well as a result hindered Ipswich's lack of progress. In many instances, the change of voice or new words can breed new confidence. Pierre, much like Goode, has leadership qualities, include being the captain of Mansfield and becoming rather consistent at League 2 level. This season, he made 29 appearances, scoring 3 and assisting once. Pierce is also comfortable in the ball but doesn't like to overuse this ability, normally using his ball control to get past the opposition and find space to the fullback. He also uses his strength and know-how to win the ball and build up play. He also is no stranger to throwing his body in front of the ball to prevent it from reaching into the box. He averages 13 challenges, 5.6 air challenges, 0.8 dribbles and 3.0 tackles per 90. Ipswich also need to think about bringing in a left-sided centre-back option, whether that be back up to Heneghan or a starter. 27-year-old Aaron Pierre from Shrewsbury Town would be a terrific option. However, he may cost a bigger fee considering he has 2 years left on his current deal and is the club's reigning Player of the Season. I'd say that Pierre and Pearce are quite similar, the only difference being that one of them is left and one of them is right-footed. Pierre averages 18 challenges, 8 air challenges, 1.0 dribbles and 3.0 tackles per 90, compared to Pearce's 13 challenges, 5.6 air challenges, 0.8 dribbles and 3.0 tackles per 90. Another option of the left side of the defence is McDonald, 28, most recently released by AFC Wimbledon. He offers strength and likes to make last-ditch tackles and use his strength to push the other team off the ball. He played 16 matches this season and averages 1.0 crosses, 13 challenges, 5.9 air challenges, 0.6 dribbles and 1.8 tackles per 90. I finally included 2 what I'd call wildcard options. 23-year-old Kean, Bryan, Sheffield United and Harry Taylor, Barnet FC, both 2 players capable of playing in multiple positions. Bryan has experienced left back and centre back, playing 73% of his games at centre back and the other 18% at left back. Kean loves to put a cross in, and even if there isn't an end product in some instances, it's his willingness to achieve and commit which is what I can appreciate. He also has a good stroke of the ball, which he probably should use a little more often, and has a good dead ball such as free kicks. He averaged 0.67 shots, 0.7 crosses, 21 challenges, 8 air challenges, 1.6 dribbles, 3.1 tackles in 9 matches this season for Bolton. Harry Taylor though is more well-rounded and plays 62% as a defensive midfielder and 38% as centre-back. I see these options more as ones for the future. He is also comfortable on the ball, and I compare his play style in a very similar mould to that of Luke Wolfenden, but less laid back. He likes to drive the team up the pitch as well as being time perfect on his tackles, averaging 0.4 key passes, 0.5 crosses, 7 air challenges, 2.0 dribbles, 4.4 tackles, compared to Luke's 0.59 key passes, 0.41 crosses, 8 air challenges, 0.91 dribbles and 2.5 tackles. It will be interesting to see if Paul Lambert looks at any of these targets. Who would you put?